From Rogers Arena in Vancouver, it's the final panel of the regular season. Tom Gazzola alongside Bob Stauffer and Jack Michaels from the Oilers Radio Network. The panel brought to you, of course, by Sport Chek. Gentlemen, we are on the verge of the first 100-point season since 1986-87. How would you sum up the way things have gone this year, especially given what happened last night in San Jose?
Well, we've seen incredible maturation and growth of this hockey team this year. I don't know if everybody thought this was capable of happening. A lot of things obviously have gone right. The Oilers' top six forwards haven't missed a game, and it's been, obviously Connor McDavid's driven a lot of it, but massive steps forward for guys like Draisaitl. Last night, Milan Lucic, he was a complete game changer for the Edmonton Oilers. The huge hit, the fight, decisive victory over Michael Haley, and then he gets the hat trick in the third. And there's a lot of things that are going right for the Edmonton Oilers right now.
Jack, when you see what happened last night, what does that tell you about the Oilers going into the playoffs right now?
Well, first of all, there's just a remarkable streak that's going on.
Right.
We've heard maturation and growth for 17 consecutive panels. And if you take a look at the Oilers season, look, you said it. This is the first time in 30 years the Oilers have had this kind of season. Not just as a team, but individually. They've got a chance to win their first division title since then. They're going to have their first scoring champion since then. Individually, collectively. I was thinking about this, and I'd like your guys' thoughts on it. I think there's actually a closer race for the team MVP than there is the NHL MVP. For me, the Hart's done. Connor McDavid's the league MVP. But within this team, it's a little bit closer. It's still McDavid, but not by as much as it is against the rest of the league. Cam Talbot is right there, and it was nice for him to get some recognition for breaking one of the all-time great single-season win records.
Listen, 29 years since that record was set. I was an infant when that happened. Bob was only 35 when it happened. I'm just kidding, Bob.
Look at how he's rubbing it in.
I'm rubbing it in.
He's still an infant.
You're right, though. And you know what? The league has given him some recognition, but has it been enough in your guys' eyes?
When it comes to Cam Talbot, I think all the other fans know because they watch the games and listen to the games. They know how good this guy's been. And the bottom line is when, just like again last night against San Jose, they score, they're up 1-0. He makes a massive save on a bad turnover back behind the Oilers goal. Then when it's 2-1 in the third period, he stops the penalty shot. He is that guy. He's the stopper. And if you don't have a goalie, you're not winning games.
And again, I don't care what the stats say as far as goals against, save percentage. The only stat that matters to me is Cam Talbot started 72 games. Yep. He has been not only good, but durable. And Edmonton has needed it. And Bob and I in particular have sat through seasons where promising Oilers starts have been undone by suspect goaltending. It starts from your goaltender on out. And as good as Connor McDavid has been, I think Cam Talbot's allowed the Oilers to play aggressively offensively, and we've seen the numbers pick up down the stretch. Edmonton's playing as well right now as any team in the league, especially at the offensive end.
All right, home and home with Vancouver. Quick thoughts going into this final weekend of the regular season.
Well, Vancouver's playing for something different, and we've been there before in Edmonton.
What about previous trips here, Bob? You were making that point.
Oh, yeah. Just the mood and the energy level in the practice today. And, in the past, it's been like a death march to conclude the regular season.
The panel, too.
Yeah, and you take a...
We're having fun.
Yeah, we're allowed to have fun with this panel. Anyhow, we'll see. The one thing I'll say about the games against the Canucks this year, they've been close. It's not like the Oilers have routed. San Jose's gone 5-0 against Vancouver. The Oilers have been challenged in every game against Vancouver. I expect a hard game on Saturday night here at GM Place. It's my belief that the Canucks are going to bring it. Is it still GM Place?
Rogers Arena, but that's okay. It used to be GM.
Once you get to 64 years of age, you start to forget the names of the buildings. So, we have the definitive. Just to set the. Do we not have the definitive Rogers Place?
We do now,
because
it's 8 straight wins for Edmonton,
and that's
what makes this weekend so important.
Right, and it's another fact because you got an opportunity here still to get it done, keep winning games on the road, and even though Edmonton's completely in position to be poised to claim that home berth for at least the opening round, and we'll go from there.
Is what Bob said okay, or do you want to add to that?
No, Bob's exactly right. You've got a point to get home ice
in the
first round of the playoffs, and if you sweep, and Anaheim stumbles against Los Angeles, that's still going to be a rivalry game. It's still an X factor. I'm telling you, if Edmonton takes care of business, I think Anaheim's a 60-40 chance, but there's still a 40% chance they could stumble in that game. So the Oilers just need to take care of their business and then see what happens in SoCal.
All right, we'll see how it all plays out. Saturday, Sunday, it's the Canucks and the Oilers. Jack and Bob have the call for you. As always, I've got you covered right here on EdmontonOilers.com.